And next thing I want to do is using well, painting the fog with the brush from Wojtek Fus, amazing brush. It just I've been using a lot. And oh yeah, before that, I actually want to using the normal map to help me to bring some of the skylight in the foreground. Well, it's actually exactly like what I previously did. It just using the normal map to select the upper face and using the curve tool to increasing the lighting, and also using the color balance to well bring back the some of the skylight color, which is the blue, and using ambient occlusion to remove some of the part that our light shouldn't go in, and also another mask to just to erasing the area that we want our light to show in. So yeah, after we bring back some of the skylight, that I think next thing we can finally start painting the our frog. Yeah, when I just right now I'm just using a settle light to start to bring back the lighting and sorry, bring back the fog, and using the mist path to generating the selection to tweak it in the getting the area that we want our fog to shows up, which is exactly like a previous talk about, that those technique. But of course, essential idea of why we are doing this is still, to increasing the overlapping effect, and just bring back the foreground, midground, and background. You just those things. It just yes, they are very simple, but right now it's like I'm trying to show you that what I'm trying to do is not just adding the fog, but I kind of increasing the read of this shape. It just try to make this shape look more obviously, to easy to read. And that's really, the most important thing, and because there will be most effective thing in for our composition. And yeah, I'm adding this fog. You may already notice or guess what I'm trying to do is I am trying to increase the overlapping effect in the foreground. Yeah, by adding the fog, I let those giant rocks and some grass in the foreground to being overlapping, by the fog, and it just, and that's really awesome. And I kind of pretty happy about this result, and it's really dynamic, and also I using this fog to become some kind of angle triangle to point to our central of our interest in entrance. Is the purpose still is to guiding our eye, leading our eye to into the composition. Yeah, overall it's still a symmetry composition, just something what I did in the right, and I'm going to do the same similar thing on the left. But yeah, but it is symmetry, of course, but at the same time it's not entirely symmetry. But I would say my approach is like we can start with symmetry, and later on if you want to break it, you can break it. But of course, I'm already in 2D composition. I'm already into the Panover stage, then I probably not gonna break it, because if I want to break something, break the symmetry composition, what I would probably do in 3D because it's a lot easier for me to tweaking things. And yeah, this fog is quite interesting, right? Not just creating overlapping effect, also creating another layer of guiding our eye into the center. Just I'm pretty surprising I this approach too. Because when I do this piece, I am kind of recording at the same time, so I am also talking at the same time. So I kind of scared of like maybe I couldn't do something pretty nice, but I just follow the process. I keep those things in my head, which is, composition, symmetry, and I keep other things in my head like foreground, midground, background, blah, blah, blah. And those things actually guide me to creating a quite effective composition. And I'm till this point, I just really enjoyed it. And just, I got nice color, nice contract, nice element, nice foreground, nice background, nice midground. Just everything just kind of get it together. And right now, and especially this fog, it's just when I adding the fog, everything starts just really getting together. And there's a lot of problem being covered by the fog. Again, thank the fog, help me to saving so much energy, so many things. So yeah, I next I want to do is doing some maybe pen over. My setting is like I using smudge tool, and I as you can see smudge tool, and I strength is into 100%, which is well the most strength you can using. And I collect the sample all layers so I can start tweaking the and pen over thing here and there. And of course, this is the brush also from Wojtek Fus. But I think I'm not using this brush from the point of how he designed, or feel like it should be used. But yeah, sorry, I kind also I'm kind of not watch the whole intro series. Because I'm just you know too want too wanted to get into the real painting, or play in the Photoshop very soon. So I kind of didn't watch his tutorial. So, but I think I should totally do it. Yeah, and Votech Fools and his brush setting is like he not just creating his brush setting and share for free, also creating a kind of free tutorial to talk about how to use it. So for sure, this just very awesome. To you can if you know you can check it on his Gumroad. And yeah, I'm just tweaking here and there. Just and later on I noticed something on the sky. Maybe I should do it later because I will replace the sky later. And yeah, it's just a gibberish pen over again. Like I previously mentioned, that really the best way to do it is just finding a good texture, a good photo, or maybe good school model, and just render in 3D. And after that, you bring back those information into your painting, then adjusting those things according to your painting skill, or your other skill, using your own sensitivity to wrapping those information around. But right now I'm kind of doing the worst example, which is just I just doing the gibberish in my head. I just it's not very good way, especially in the modern days of concept art for commercial project, because we really need to generating a lot of good information into our picture, into our concept art. But yes, but I do already do that a lot. You see, I finding a lot of scanning model, and I tweak things, I tweak textures, I adding some, 2D assets. So overall speaking, I already organized a lot of information into this picture. And I think this is so. Till this point, I think I can be a bit lazy, but of course, if I'm not lazy, I can, to this what I'm just previously I'm saying, like finding the good texture, finding the good photo. This kind of approach actually is really the key and very essential thing to really push your picture and your concept painting into next level. And for sure, I'm not being a good example, because when I saying this, I'm entirely just not doing it. I'm just saying, it's like some like a regular dude, some kind of dude that you blow science and just blow things around and just saying, you should do this. And in the end, I didn't do it myself. Just well, apology for that. But you get me, right? I'm being lazy, but because also again, this is the second image, or maybe the third image I did in this tutorial series, and at this point, I just really want to get it done. So yeah, I think after this gibberish pen over, want to start to do the sky and just yeah, just finding some good photo from the. I think it is some photo I downloaded from Gumroad. I think it is some free sky pack. I kind of forget who and where did I get this pack. Well, sorry for that. The person who do this, this is awesome resource. I using a lot. And later on, I using another photo to bring back some mountain. And who knows, maybe we can directly using this one, not just mountain, but everything, including the sky. And now I remove the saturation and the hue to just check the value, because it can helping us to see is this our picture easy to read or not by filtering a lot of information. And I'm going to creating another 4K resolution pictures and yeah, and just compress the image into from the 4K resolution. Sorry, 6K into 4K, and a lot of things will much more natural to blending together. A lot of weird things. And I guess right now I try to bring back some of the darkened foreground. Yeah, I right now I'm adding some weird gibberish approach myself, which is 0.02%, 0.2% of Gaussian blur, and some you know I tried to bring I painting some more subtle fog to bring back more detail on the fog because I feel like this fog is kind of leading our eye into center, right? So I think everything in the center is kind of important, especially our right now my composition is kind of exactly try to leading your eye to the center. So I think anything in the center should be just more settled, more with more visual development basically. And right now I using the halo and painting the halo and oh yeah, kind of forget about the tattoo on the body. Previously I had this tattoo. Now I'm kind of forget about it. I'm going to go back and do the tattoo pen over. And of course, this is the smart layer, so it could be easy, very easy to modify later. Then I can uploading, and I use adding the kind of noise again and tweak the saturation. And I forgot about that dot. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. This is pretty much uh end of the tutorials. This tutorial. And yes, there's a few things I kind of didn't uh, including in this picture, this tutorial, which is I later I tweak something here and there, such as here, right? And I tweak the balance, make the composition more balanced, and you can see here I'm making a more pen over. And another image, like I kind of almost entirely did including the post production process of how I do this picture, and also I'm adding the colon here, right? You can see now this is kind of a nice element to can guide our eye to along with the into the center, like right here it's kind of same, right? So yeah, I think, but this is kind of still something I noticed and be aware of those things, and so I adjust those things later, So yeah, I think really what you need to do is just give yourself time to, to just enjoy this process of visual development, and yeah, I think you can get it. And like me, I don't, I feel like I when I do this tutorial, I kind of scared about the result maybe not gonna be very ideal, because I'm recording and talking at the same time. Then and but I just follow the process, and of course I give myself a time to sing, to reducing, to fixing later, make a lot of mistake, and I learn from those mistakes, and I try to tweak it, and later, I would say, yeah, this is of course not a perfect image, but I'm pretty happy about the result. Especially I got a bunch of this picture I feel like I can play with and tell a little bit story, So yeah, I'm pretty enjoying about this tutorial, and I hoping you can feel enjoy and learn something from it too, So if you like it, you can leave some message to me, or any question, feel free to message me. Don't hesitate and feel you are bothering me, because by asking me question, actually you're helping me to produce better, well, tutorial and better work. So yeah, that's just nice thing we can learn from each other, and improving in the further improving together. So yeah, see you around.